welcome back to another one of my vlogs. Decided against changing my voice in any way, because, I don't know, it hurts my throat. But anyways, there's just a few things on my mind. By the way, I'm just eating some candy corn because it's Halloween time and you can only get them once a year. Rots me. But anyways, sad face. Why candy corn? Why? Imagine if I talk like that through the entire vlog. Why candy corn? Why must you only be once a year? Oh god. That was a hint on who I am. Okay. So, thing that rots me number one is smoking and bars. I agree. Shouldn't be able to smoke in a hospital or around a hospital. That's a place of wellness. Why should you be allowed to smoke in a place of wellness? Or in schools or in places where people under the age of, under the legal age of smoking should be, is exposed to cigarette smoke. Because, I mean, if it's illegal for them to smoke it, then shouldn't it be illegal for them to inhale it at an underage? I know it happens, but I don't know. Just, I'm weird. But in bars, everybody who goes in there should be of legal age. Sure, there are people that get in with fake IDs, but they should be of legal age. And why should we be kicked out onto the streets in the middle of a snowstorm or whatever, just to go have a cigarette, when my solution is very simple? Have smoke-free bars. Sure, you might be like, but my friends want to go into the smoking bar. Well, let your friends go into the smoking bar. You shouldn't be hanging out with smokers if you want a smoke-free bar. You hang out with smokers, come on now. And you're all like, oh, but we want our smoke-free bars everywhere. I don't know. I don't think that it should be allowed. I think we should have smoke bars and smoke-free bars. I do smoke myself, so I know, maybe I'm being biased in the situation, but I was recently downtown on George Street, and it was very, very cold out. I didn't have a jacket or anything. My own fault for not having a jacket, I suppose. But I was forced to go outside on the patio at the dusk, and it was very, very cold out, and I don't know, it would have been easier if we were allowed to smoke inside, or even if they had these smoke-free bars or whatever, and had a warm spot for us to have a cigarette. I mean, this is private property. It's if you were to go off and vandalize City Hall or whatever, then wouldn't you get in trouble? That's still private property belonging to the government. So these places are private places. Why should you not be allowed to smoke in them? I think that they should have an area where they're allowed to smoke. But some people don't share my views because they're like, oh no, our precious lungs. But anyways, on to my next topic. It's regarding drivers and the recklessness of, how careless they can be. I'm walking with my infant son. He's only 10 months old. Another clue. You might know who I am. But, yeah, so I'm walking with my infant son, and he's gone off and just being, sleeping or whatever. And I goes to cross the street at a crosswalk, and there's a guy who zooms and, I had to, haul my son back and stop because he was just gonna zoom right through. Because it wasn't even like I was crossing the street against, a busy street. This guy was making a right-hand turn into Prowse Street, and I was just walking down, going home or whatever, and then they weren't even going to stop. I bet you if the cops were not, in that, vicinity, they wouldn't have stopped, and I probably would have had my child hit by a car. And I mean, That's not cool. But then again, when I was walking to cross the street again, a car just zooms by, had to stop because the cars were going the other way, so they couldn't make a turn. And then, you guys can't see my hand, but I'm making gestures to show you guys exactly what way they're going. But anyways, they goes off, and they waited. I was going to cross, but he was parked right on the crosswalk. If I had to have gone behind him, exhaust fumes or whatever would have been up in my baby's grill. And if I had to have gone ahead of him, I would have been out in the middle of the road because he was trying to make that turn. And I don't know, the car stopped and he zoomed right through it. I'm like, I'm at a crosswalk. There's a white solid line for a reason saying that, yes, this is the way you've got to go to cross the street. Like, this is where you have to stop so people can cross the street. I don't know. I think they could be a little less disrespectful or whatever. Whatever. It happened like 3 times. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. And then, okay, this is a while back. We had a whole bunch of rain. It was raining. It was on Friday, actually. And I had my son with me again in his stroller because I don't have a car or vehicle of any kind. And so I was just walking with him to walk. It wasn't raining at the time, just so we're aware. I didn't take my son out in the rain. We just walked to the corner store or whatever, and there was potholes filled with rainwater, and these cars kept zooming by and zooming by and zooming and splashing my son. And I'm like, can't you slow down? Like, did you know it is illegal to splash someone, especially if you see cars zooming by and seeing it is splashing someone? That is actually illegal to do. You're not allowed to do it under any circumstances. You may not have known that, but at least where I'm from, here in St. John's, it is illegal. There are bylaws against, like, splashing people with your car. I don't know what kind of offense it is, but yes, it is illegal. But, like, to have no respect, you see someone with a stroller, and you zoom by anyway and cover their poor child in, like, rainwater or whatever. Like, I don't know. Can't we just have a little bit more respect for people that don't have vehicles? People that actually have to walk around and, like, it just rots me. Okay, so that was my random rant of today. I'll probably end up doing, like, one of these every time something's bugging me. But these 2 things are bugging me. I don't know. The smoking thing just kind of came out of the blue this morning. Or when I was walking home. And then while I was walking home, obviously people were being morons in the car because apparently they have somewhere important to go. I find it's mostly them young kids doing it too. There's those young drivers thinking they own the road. Oh my. Well, I'm gonna go off and enjoy some of my candy corn. Hehehe. Candy corn! I love my candy corn. It's true. It's quite delicious. Alright. Well, that's my thoughts for today. So, mwah. See you later.